Alrighty, so as you can tell, I'm wearing a mask. This is our final video on our little candid series on Thomas Page, focusing on the lessons. These lessons all introduce things that are then talked about in later place, or later sequences, sorry. So we're going to look at the fifth lesson. The fifth lesson is going to start with the classic broadsword opening, which is going to be the 6, 5, 6. And I'm flashing this so that my opponent might try to attack me in a time. Yeah? So the first part of it starts off 6, 5, 6. My opponent attacks, and this is part of the sequence. I am then going to hit on the outside with a batter to cause them to try to raise up to St. George's guard, and then I'm going to cut. Okay? So one more time. 6, 5, 6. And then I cut. Okay? Now, let's break down one thing happening in here. When I do the batter, the next thing immediately to do from the batter is to strike. Okay? But that's why my opponent's parrying. So that strike on the second bit of the batter becomes a feint. So draw the parry, and then I'm going to cut over and cut to the chest, can hit the leg, can hit the head. There is no limit on what you can do. The idea is that we're drawing out this feint. And it starts with a double feint. So, part 1 again, 6, 5, 6, slip, batter, cut. All right, now, part 2. I have an opponent that's belligerent. So when I start my 6 and my 5, they attack me right here. At this point, I'm going to coupe, whirl, which is the action of bearing on the outside. When I whirl, okay, I'm going to flash a cut 2. I'm going to then prep up into the half hanging position, which is this. I'm then going to keep on pressing my opponent. Then I'm going to do what's called a falsify. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to come straight down with the 7th. Okay? Now, the reason why my opponent is holding his inside position is because after the whirl, so from here, whirl, I start with that feint, and it's a double feint. Boom, boom, up. From here, this still looks like I'm about to do a swoop, which is that. But I come straight down with the 7th. So with a little bit more life and gusto, so from here, 6, 5, here, feint, and then cut. And that's what you're doing. So the reason why I'm coming up to here, just so you're aware, is if my opponent tries to attack me, I can sink and I can thrust, right? This is half, full old style. Hanging position is here, half here, okay? And I'm coming up prepping like so, right? And to falsify from here, I do just bring the sword vertical. Boom, cut. One more time for the road, and then we're done. 6, 5. Feint, cut. That's it.